Okay, so welcome everyone to the URI Europe Peace Prize webinar. It is our great pleasure to have you all here with us from all over the world. I'm Leila, CC Liaison Officer from Europe, and I will be hosting today's webinar together with my two lovely colleagues, Karima, who is our URI Europe Coordinator, joining us from Germany, and Angelina from Bulgaria, who is another dear colleague having the same role as myself, being URI Europe CC Liaison Officer. It is our great pleasure to organize this webinar because this is the ceremony and the end of an amazing project that took us almost a year to realize. So we announced this webinar back in the beginning of the last year, and now we are in the next year, and we are so happy to announce our winners and to present all these amazing projects. Why we choose to organize it in February, as probably majority of you know, at the beginning of February, we have World Interfaith Harmony Week, but this week got extended and there is plenty of activities happening throughout the month of the February. So it is our great pleasure to organize this on the same occasion of World Interfaith Harmony Week, since all of your amazing peace projects are really nicely fitting into the topic of the world interfaith harmony and bringing more peace, justice, and healing to the world. We are so happy to see also some colleagues who are coming from outside of URI community, like our dear colleague Mehri, who is joining us from the Religion for Peace Europe. So it is great to have you with us as well as our partners here, and you will be also able to learn more a little bit of the URI and our great work from other colleagues that will be presenting today. So it is my great pleasure once again to welcome you to the space. I hope that you will feel comfortable at your corner of the world, that you will be enjoying learning more about Peace Prize, learning more about these projects, that you will get excited, inspired, and that this will spark some inspiration and motivation for some future collaboration and the growth of our community. If you know somebody that would like to collaborate with you or join our family, it will be lovely to come back to us and we will be happy to assist you. I also would like to invite you, since we are quite large group and there will be more people joining us, to use chat option if you would like to introduce yourself, to share more about you, or just to exchange contacts with other colleagues who may be on the call. And yeah, I will be here to help you if you have any technical needs, as I already said you. And now I'm giving floor to my dear colleague Karima, who will be introducing the project more and give you more information about URI in that regard. So Karima, floor is yours.
Thank you, Leila, and thank you all for coming. It's really super nice to celebrate our winners and all our amazing projects and community and our partners and friends. So today, as Leila was already mentioning, it's the celebration and culmination of a whole year-long process. We established the Peace Prize, URI Europe Peace Prize last year with a wish, because we have such an amazing community, to give some visibility to some of the amazing projects happening in the field. As you know, we do have a partnership with the United Nations. URI has had that partnership for a long time. Actually, the United Nations were the inspiration for the foundation of URI. So there is that connection, and this is why we also connected it to the UN Day, the International Day of Peace that the UN has established, and it's celebrated each year in September, on the 21st of September. Also, like we are doing now with the World Interfaith Harmony Week, we are expanding the span a little bit, because we think there is so many nice projects. It's good to expand the span. And so we did that too for the Peace Prize, inviting our community to submit any projects for the UN Peace Day, which is always every year 21st of September, as many of you know already. And at the same time is also the Global Week to Act for SDGs. That's also in September. So we had that call to welcome any projects in September or October, which align with the UN Peace Day or with the Global Week to SDGs, to act for SDGs. So that was great that we received then 8 beautiful applications, and we'll hear more about them and you'll get to know them. So we established some criteria. We wanted to give the visibility already, as I already said. We wanted to highlight the partnership with the United Nations. We wanted also to support partnerships. That was a criteria. If you work in partnership, that's good. It's a plus. we had the CC, the interfaith visibilities. Then we said, yeah, innovation is good. It's good to think of new ways to organize and to bring forward the agenda of peace, justice, and healing of the URI purpose. But also consistent efforts over the year are a plus. That was also a criteria, because usually you need long-term efforts to make a big positive change. And then we had something that was a little bit, let's say, selfish, but also in the interest of all of us, hopefully. And that's frequent sharing of stories with URI Europe, so that we can publish your stories and inspire everybody. And there can be mutual learning. During the past year, we also had it as a criteria. Yeah, so as you know, the community, well, we have a beautiful community. We said it'll be good to have a jury from outside, or not directly from the team. And we managed to get a wonderful jury. And that's Reverend Canon Charles Gibbs, the former executive director of United Religions Initiative Global, who is also an advisor to URI Europe. Then we had Patrick, who is here with us, Patrick Anjoul, who was the first chair of URI Europe, first president, and is an amazing URI activist. So then we had Marc Herrera Guyer with us, a director of our partner organization, ENORP. ENORP is a European Network on Religion and Belief, and we're usually doing projects together, like the publication Humans of Europe, where we introduce interfaith activities, and many others, webinars, etc. And last but not least, we had Princess Heide of Hohenzollern, who is here in Germany and runs an event location, is an artist and a wonderful person. And the last one was Keka Shambasu, a young woman, amazing activist in the green field on ecology. And she, in the end, couldn't join the jury because she was at COP28 in Dubai and was so busy, but we included her in the information flow. And yeah, so we had that panel of people who went through all the applications and selected the prize. And with that, I'd like to hand it back to Leila so that we can watch a greeting from Charles Gibbs as the president of the jury.
Yeah, so bear with me while I'm
And I can only say how much pleasure it was to see your applications, because it's such a breadth and width of amazing activities. So thanks again for submitting them and doing all the great work that you are doing.
Dear friends of URI Europe, I offer you greetings of love and peace on behalf of the jury for the URI Europe Peace Prize. I am sorry not to be able to join you in person for this great event that will announce the winners, but my wife and I are in the process of moving, and as I speak, our house is disappearing around us and we will be on the road. So while I will be holding you in my heart and offering my prayers for celebrating everyone who was part of the process and for a flourishing future for URI Europe, I won't be able to join you in person, but I would like to say a few words about the process of selecting those who will receive awards today. First of all, I'd like to thank my fellow jurors for their diligent work. We did our best as a team to approach this responsibility as a sacred invitation and sacred obligation. We grounded in prayer, in a commitment to be as transparent as we could possibly be, a spirit of great appreciation for everyone who had a project and took the time to submit their proposal for this award. We would gladly have given some sort of award, and we congratulate every single CC that put forward this effort. To give you some idea of how we moved forward, as a team, we agreed we would take time, first of all, just to read each of the proposals, to appreciate it in and of itself, and to appreciate the great work that was being done by different CCs. And then we had a matrix that would allow us to evaluate each based on the criteria that were expressed in the application. So independently, we each reread and spent time prayerfully with each of the proposals, giving them our own ranking. So we each came up with an order that showed how we would have ranked from number one through the final one. And having done that independently, we reconvened on a group call, and with our beloved coordinator, Karima, making a tally as each member of the team who participated read out their order, and each member of the team also keeping a tally so we could double check our results with each other. We came through with a certain number of points assigned to each proposal. And at the end, while there was a lot of sense of how we held in common a deep appreciation for all the submissions, there were three that clearly came out as the top three. And I'm not going to tip my hand at this point. I will leave it up to my dear brother and colleague of nearly 30 years, Patrick Anjoul, to carry on from here. So again, greetings of love and peace, every blessing and success to each of you and to the future of URI Europe. Thank you.
Thank you, and sorry for technical issues. My internet connection was not that good, so we have some chopped in the video, but I hope that you were able to hear everything that Charles was telling. And now we will give floor to Patrick to take from here. So Patrick, floor is yours.
Yes, my dear friends, just as Charles said, everything was in a spirit of appreciation and transparency. And it was a challenge because to evaluate such a diverse and strong applications, and at the end, we were surprised and pleased to find a clear consensus about who would receive the awards. And as you know, the first prize was tied for two CCs, the URI CC Austria, by celebrating the opening of a well for three refugee camps in Syria, shared with Youth for Peace CC, the cross-cultural conversation, bridging divides, a CC we visited once in during one of the conferences, and a third place was for VOOM CC with Yala and Balaklava, and they all were received the monetary award as was promised. And you know, in a world that seems to be disintegrating, it is encouraging to see that there are still people continuing to connect with each other and bring people together. And in a time where everything needs to be paid, it is for me very refreshing to see people doing something on a voluntary base. So our profound gratitude to the 8CCs that submitted applications, and of course for the ongoing work of URI Europe and those who has been working, especially behind the curtains, people you don't see, but who are doing a lot of things that nobody sees, our gratitude to them. Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick. It was such a pleasure that you were on this jury and to see how you went about selecting the winners. So hearty congratulations to the winners. We are proud of you, and it's wonderful that you have submitted and that we can celebrate your achievements today. So we'd like you to get a glimpse of those projects, and I'm sure you're already curious. So we'd like to start with Elizabeth. And Elizabeth has submitted a beautiful video introducing the project, which Leila is going to share now. So floor is yours, Elizabeth and Hassan. Abu Ali, so great you could join us, and thank you for the amazing work you do. And then we'll come to the next, also first prize, and that's Youth for Peace.
Yeah, so I will be sharing, Elizabeth, your presentation, and yeah, please feel free to jump in if you'd like to add something. I'm sorry, I hope that now presentation will have its own flow, but sorry for not seeing it in a then full screen. There is issue with the Canva.
There's the teacher, that Hassan, who is with us today, he works with Elizabeth. And here come the children trained for peace. So you can see that the children are having fun and they are giving their best to make them forget the war and give them some beautiful experiences together, some fun and joy. And Elizabeth's wish, we hope that they will be the first generation that experience a world without war.
Yeah, and again, sorry for bad internet connection or whatever, but so there is no flow of the video, but I hope that you will be able to see and that it will play soon.
If there are some questions, please, I would like to answer them.
Yeah, please, while you are watching all of these presentations, feel free either to wait for the end to ask question or to ask it in the chat or directly ask our participants here.
Maybe as we're waiting for it to run, I remember that the project is the well that was drilled so that these people, over 700 people and the surroundings have water. And I remember that you were sharing, Elizabeth, videos while you were doing that work, and Hassan. So there were these videos, and I remember it wasn't clear would it work. I think the first hole, it collapsed at some point. You did it again.
There were problems.
Mm-hmm.
The whole broke down, and Hassan had to start anew. So it took much more time and money as we expected. But on World Peace Day, the 3 boys you will see in the video, the next slide, they were the representatives who led the ceremony to open the well. Hassan liked to have children to be the ceremony people for the
Yeah, I'm sorry because my internet, it seems that it's really not working. Maybe Angelina or Karima can play it so that instead of waiting for my internet to come back, maybe we can see the presentation
And
clearly.
I have downloaded the MP4, so I think it will be fine. So you see it's over 700 people who benefit from
Yes, they are. And more than 100 are victims from the earthquake, and 16 children who are orphans who now live in one of the camps. We have 3 camps, and Hassan is working day and night for them. There is no sound because the children are here.
Dank u Uri, dank je Elizabeth, dank je Israel, dank je Australia, dank je World. Thanks Uri. Train pace.
This was an idea from Hassan to make flowers from a rocket.
The words "we want peace" in big letters so that it can be seen from the sky. Here is the bell.
Because the warplanes are flying every night and day. These are the stones from all over the world, and now you can hear the peace bell. Some of you will remind this view. It looks now with snow. This is our project now to plant a lot of trees, and Hassan has a nursery to grow them himself. And so our blessings and greetings from him and from me to all of you. Thank you. Thank you very much for the honor to get the prize.
Thank you, dear Elizabeth, and dear Hassan for doing that work. It's wonderful to see it and how it interlinks the 2 countries as well. So God bless, lots of blessings for that. So I think we can move to the next project, and that will be Youth for Peace with Emina and your colleague. So floor is yours.
Yeah, we can give floor. I just saw that Hassan unmuted himself, so maybe Hassan, since he joined us from Syria, would like just to add a few words, and we will appreciate hearing him since he was the main part of this winning project. So Hassan, before we move on, would you like to share a few words with us? If your connection allow you, I know that it is struggle catching internet in those circumstances.
Thank you all. يعني شكرا لكم جميعا. ما بعرف هل يوجد أحدهم يتكلم العربية؟
Yes, I speak Arabic, so I can translate for you.
Wonderful.
Perfect, Badr. Please jump in.
Yes.
أنا بشكركم جميعا وحب يعني أتواصل دوم من أجل عمل السلام والمحبة، إن كان في مخيمات شمال السوري وإن كان في أي مكان حول العالم. بشكر جميع الأعضاء.
Okay, can I translate? فيني ترجم هي حسن? Hassan said, I would like to thank you all for this gathering, and I would like to be grateful for this Peace Prize. And I hope in the upcoming future to make more projects that reflect peace in the northern part of Syria and the refugees and the refugee camp where he works in. تفضل.
وأنا بفتخر بشكل عام إني عضو من أعضاء أوري في سوريا، وإن شاء الله بريد إنه أكون الأول في كل مكان حول العالم، وبتمنى دوم النجاح إن كان بعمل النشر الحب والسلام والمحبة حتى بين جميع الطوائف والأديان.
Hassan said he's so proud to be a member of URI in Syria, and he's looking forward in the future to be to see and to experience the URI projects all around the world, and he hope for more peace and love in Syria and all around the world.
وبرجع بتشكركم جميعا، وبشكل عام أنا ممتن لكوني معكم.
And he thanks everybody here, and he appreciates this gathering once again. That's what I said. What Hassan said. Yeah.
شكرا.
Yeah, shukran. Thank you, Hassan. Again, it is really great pleasure to have you with us today, and I really appreciate all your amazing work and everything that you are doing for peace, not just in Syria, but for inspiring all of us, and of course to Elizabeth and this connection that you make. So now we are moving to our second prize, Youth for Peace from Bosnia. On this call, we have three dear colleagues, Amina, Leila, and Berina. So we prepare one slide for each. If you would like to share something else, of course, please feel free to do so. If not, I can just share that slide. So do you want to share something from your side, or is it okay if we just show the slide?
You can show the slide, Leila, if it's okay, and then we can just add a little bit. So, yeah.
Okay, great. So let me just find the slide to be shared, and in the meantime, you can you can just share a few words about the project. So yeah, the project from Youth for Peace from Bosnia and Herzegovina that got awarded called Cross-Cultural Conversation, Bridging Divides. And yeah, please, you can see the photo, you can just see the summary of the project itself, but then Amina, Leila, or Berina can jump in and just share a few more informations beside those that you can see on the screen. So please, Amina or Berina, Leila, floor is yours.
First of all, greetings of peace from Herzegovina to all of you. I do hope you can hear me because our internet connection, for some reason, it's quite unstable. We are having a little bit of bad weather at the moment in Bosnia, so the connection is not the best. So just very briefly, we had this wonderful workshop, this wonderful event, which was multi-religious, multicultural, multinational, multi-ethnic. Literally, it was like a really, really amazing opportunity for us, and we were actually doing it in this very room that we are sitting at the moment, Leila and I. Leila was one of the participants as well, and I had the opportunity to be the workshop facilitator and to work with these young people who were coming from Germany, who came to visit Bosnia, and they were a group of Christian, Jews, and Muslims, young ones, coming from various backgrounds, not just and then we had also young people from Bosnia and Herzegovina here, again, from multiple religious and ethnic backgrounds. And for us, this workshop was very important event for them to experience interreligious dialogue in action, literally, talking for some of them for the first time with people who are coming from certain religious backgrounds. So for them, that this was very, I would say, eye-opening experience. And this is something that we in Youth for Peace literally try to live every day with our members and with our participants. And for us, the added value of this was the thing that we had participants coming from probably, I think, 10 different countries all around Europe coming, but they are all living in Germany and coming in Bosnia and Herzegovina. And we had this opportunity to host this workshop. But besides the workshop, some of us spent 7 days with them, through different other activities and workshops throughout the 7 days in Bosnia and Herzegovina. And we already are talking about new projects, about bringing new group of young people to Bosnia and Herzegovina, and about continuing this cooperation and doing more projects for Bosnians, but also for people from the Youth Bridge Munich. So we are not planning to just, close this and say, okay, we saw each other once and that's it. But we really want to bring more people and more groups. And on the other hand, we want to showcase this experience of Youth for Peace that we have in Bosnia, in the country as it is. But we try to convey these positive things that we have. So we really try to showcase it the best way we can. I don't know, maybe Leila want to add something or not, but she was experiencing the workshop from this participant more side. I was facilitating, so maybe I'm too biased. So
no, I think you said everything. From a participant perspective, it was interesting to talk to people that maybe, let's say, from Jewish community that is not big here, but I had the opportunity to talk to them from Germany, and it was a new experience for me. Even though I'm here part of Youth for Peace, I have opportunity often to talk with people from different perspectives and backgrounds, but that was the first time for me to talk to someone like that. So it was interesting.
thank you.
Great, thank you very much for sharing. And once again, congratulations to the Youth for Peace. I'm a little bit biased over here since this is my own also CC, but I was so proud that they did this great project and that they participated and won the prize, which is amazing. And thank you, Lemina, Leila, and Berina as well for showing on today's call and enriching this experience. So our second/third prize are our dear colleagues from the WOM from the Belgium, and we have few of them on the call today. So Leonard, will you take the floor, Bader or Janan? I think that you are also from the WOM, so whoever would like, do you want to present something from your side, or are you happy with this just small slide that we created for each project to show, and then you can accompany it with few words about the project itself?
Thank you. Well, I will give the word first to Badr, my colleague, who already did a wonderful job translating.
Yeah.
Because he's really the founding father of Yalla. And maybe afterwards I can say a few things on VOOM. So Badr,
Thank you
please
so
go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much, Leonard. Thank you so much, Leila, and thank you so much for everyone who's representing today. I would like firstly to express our deepest appreciation to the incredible youth of Tunisia, where we did the project with them. Yalla is an electronic music platform that tried to connect people from all background, all religion, all genders, like where there's no race, like we try to create always the free space, like the utopian space where everyone can be themselves. And as you see, like music and art and culture, it's really important medium to change things, to create a peace, to create a harmony between communities. And when the power of music, like the electronic music scene, is now booming in the region. Like 20 years ago, when you say music, Middle East and North Africa, you have only like the main music scene that big companies force it on the people to listen to enjoy it. But now after 20 years, there's the new communities, the young people that they try to make their own products, make their own music. And via Yalla, we try to spot the light on those people, to spot the light on their projects. And yeah, there's a song. Yes. So by creating these type of events, we give the space for those people. And thanks for URE, like for choosing and picking our collaboration between Yalla and Balaklava and Tunisia. We organized 2 events, one in Belgium, one in Tunis, to celebrate the youth, to celebrate the new revolution in music and art. Revolution nowadays can be in really different mediums, not by religious, let's say, not by religious mediums or like another. So as I said, music is connecting everything, and this is the project that we did in Tunisia. Thank you so much again, URI, for choosing our project. And yeah, we hope for more upcoming projects that connect people from all the backgrounds and embracing art and culture.
Great. Thank you, Badr. So nice to hear from you, and that you're using creativity and culture to bring people together across religions, cultures, traditions, countries, and all of that. I don't know if any of your colleagues would like to add anything.
Well, Butter said most most of the things that I would like to add. Something is a special thanks to the people of Tunisia, the people of Tunis in particular. The whole underground scene, all the collectives there are doing such an amazing job, creating a revolution using art, several art forms, a lot of music, also visual arts, graffiti. And a lot of youngsters told me there, and it was so inspiring for me to hear that they don't want another revolution. They don't want to fight again. They want the next revolution because something is coming. The politics is not doing great at all there. But they said we don't want to fight. We really want to use art and community building in this next revolution. It's something we really value. The monetary prize, we will donate it directly to the collective Balaclava in Tunis. And yeah, we're very grateful to the jury for choosing a forward-thinking project like this one, because it's not your typical interfaith project like you would normally see, I would say. Because for us also, it's not about religion. Religion is only one aspect of person's identity. And we want to see this whole spectrum and really create an inclusive, free environment where everyone gets to be themselves regardless of any backgrounds. And there's thousands of layers in one identity, and religion is one aspect of that. So thanks again, URI, all jury members, and maybe we see each other next year in the metaverse. You're very welcome.
Thank you, Leonard.
Thank
That's
you.
super. So now we have seen your project and the two others from Youth for Peace and from Hassan Abu Ali and Elizabeth in Syria. So maybe we can give a round of applause in that way. I don't think the sound applause works, but this one works. And yeah, great project. Congratulations. I'm so happy we're together.
Thank you so much.
So I think then we can go to the next ones. We had some more submissions and we were thinking, here we go.
Yeah, in that regard,
Some
let's
confetti.
celebrate the three winners. Congratulations once again to URI CC Austria Alliance, Youth for Peace, and WOM CC. But there are other amazing projects, Karima, right?
Right. So there are some more projects which we thought you might also want to know about. And I think we have people here from most of these to give a glimpse, short introduction to their projects. And we hope you'll like it too, or we are sure you'll like it, honestly. So Vjeko, I think you are here.
Yes, I'm
Then
here.
floor is yours.
Yeah. First of all, I want to say that it was my pleasure and honor to participate in this competition. And I would like to congratulate to the winners, to Elizabeth, and great work I was able to see at the spot what was she doing, and also to Hassan, Mabruk Hassan, for your work, and I hope that it will be great to use this money for the children in Syria. And also congratulations to Youth for Peace from Sarajevo, and I know them very well, and we are friends. And also I'm happy that a Belgium CC won the prize too, because I am especially related to Belgium because my son-in-law is from Belgium, and just today I picked him up from the airport. He came from Belgium and he lives in Sarajevo, but he had some work there. So congratulate to Leonard and Badr, and I assume that Badr also can understand Mabruk.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Yes.
much. Yes, I can understand.
So basically, I would be short. Our Balkan as a Soul Bridge was operating in Bosnia and Balkans for many years, and in the course of time, we realized that it would be also good to bring persons with special needs to our team, and they are our partners from Joy of Life for many years. And Leila also knows very well some of these people she knows personally, and we are trying to do some interesting work with them and our project is about discovering culture that should belong to everybody and to the persons with special needs too. So I presented in this proposal first phase of our project, and the second phase would be the continuation of the same. And as a part of that project, we are visiting different religious sites and communities and speak to the religious leaders. Also, we take them to theaters, to different museums, and the plan is to visit now as a continuation to visit a museum of Olympic Games. And also we still have to visit some of the religious communities like Jewish community in Sarajevo and visit synagogue and talk to them. And also we will go to Franciscan monastery near Sarajevo in Fojnica, and we will organize performance there and visit museum, which also keeps a very important document of the coexistence of Franciscans and Muslims in Bosnia. And there is a special document, Ahdnama, which is one of the very important documents of Bosnian existence and coexistence. I think that would be enough for now.
Great. Thank you, Vijeko, for giving us a glimpse of your project. And I know that you and your wife and your community are working with people with special needs for a long time. You have brought some actually to our URI conferences, which was always enriching. So congratulations. And we see another beautiful project working with culture.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that's lovely. So we go to the next project. We have Bridges, the International Day of Peace celebration. And I think it's Ivaila presenting, right? And maybe Angelina will say something.
Yes, I will start. Yes, we have together with us tonight Ivaila. She was one of the participants in this event, and I'm so happy and proud of her. She will present in our short version of the project. And also we have here the principal of her school, Maria Konstantinova, who is our partner on the local level in Bulgaria, and she is very active in our intercultural and interfaith events during the World Interfaith Harmony Week and some other UN days. And I would like also to congratulate all the winners, Elizabeth, Hassan, Youth for Peace, VUM, also Vijeko, and all participants. So I give floor to Ivaila so that she can use her time as she would like.
Hello.
Yeah.
I am Ivaila Haikova from 11B class of St. Clement Ohridsky Secondary School in Plovdiv, Bulgaria. Nice to meet you.
To meet you.
I start this URI Europe webinar with all of you. I have the pleasure to present you one unforgettable event I took part in on the 21st of September 2023, connected with the International Day of Peace. Thanks to the wonderful organization of Bridges, my classmates from different classes of the school and I were included in a one-day-long educational trip. We visited the Bachkovo Monastery, Assumption of a Holy Virgin, where we enriched our knowledge of the structure of the Orthodox temple and the contribution of the Bulgarian hierarch of the saving of the Jews in our country. We bowed down in front of the graves of two righteous men of the Jewish people, and bishops of the Bulgarian Church, Exarch Stefan and Patriarch Kirill. We had the unique opportunity to immerse in the atmosphere of the convent, where we were special guests in the monastery dining room. Another extremely exciting experience for us was the visit of Zion Plovdiv Synagogue, where Mr. Albert Behar told us a lot about the Jewish community in Bulgaria. The interesting details of the rituals, the church holidays, the structure of the Jewish synagogue, and the special features of the diaspora truly impressed us. My classmate Lilia Alexova and I shared with the other participants, teachers, and organizers the knowledge we have about the Holocaust and the role of Bulgaria in the saving of the Bulgarian Jews. We all officially received certificates for our participation. This lesson of tolerance was fulfilled due to the helpful assistance of Mrs. Angelina Vodikovo, Bridges URI Europe CC liaison officer, and Mr. Petr Gramatikov, Bridges Board of Trustees, former URI Europe Global Trustee. This experience not only gave us new knowledge, but also opened our hearts to be part of one better world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, dear Ivaila. Angelina, would you like to add anything? You were unmuting.
Thank you, Ivaila. No, it's enough. It's enough. Thank you, Ivaila, for the wonderful presentation.
Absolutely.
Wonderful to listen to you. And I could say that I remember from the jury that the jury was also so happy to have many young people among those who presented projects and organized projects. But we like people of all ages, and still it's nice having youth with us.
Thank you.
Right. So another inspiring project, and so we'll move to the next one. And that is URI Germany, the Bee Workshops Presents from Paradise, and that's Wilhelm Sabri Hoffmann presenting. Welcome, Sidi Sabri. Are you there, Sidi Sabri? You are muted. Okay.
No longer muted. Thank you very much for the opportunity to participate in this wonderful meeting. Well, on the 2nd of September, the DML Bonn, CC and URI Germany organized an excursion to the bee farm of Miljan Bobic, a bee farmer. Miljan Bobic came about 30 years ago from Bosnia to Bonn, and first he opened his bee farm as a hobby, and now he runs it as a full-time job, and also he is a specialist for bee therapies. He presented us with a wide range of bee products, not only honey, which can serve as treatments. And the interesting thing, which the participants, which most of the participants had a background in healthcare. And the interesting thing, we discussed the underestimated potential of traditional medicine, which must be saved in the modern world. So we all experience globalization and progress of technology. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to participate in this meeting. But on the other hand, there are a lot of disadvantages. Disadvantages in globalization is that only the bullies, the big powers, are able to play in the foreground, and that ethnic and religious minorities, cultural minorities are not able to participate in the way it should be. But the central message of this workshop was that in traditional culture, traditional communities, and also in minorities, we have a lot of wisdom, we have a lot of traditional technology and traditional medicine, and this must be saved. But the problem is a religious community, an ethnic group, a small community is a container which keeps these traditions alive. And only by peaceful and respectful coexistence of ethnic groups, religious communities, is an interchange of useful and life-affirming knowledge possible. Otherwise, it will be lost. To keep this in mind and put this in the foreground and to make people aware of it, this was the central message of this workshop. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Didi Sabri. So that we had in this webinar the peace with nature and the peace among different groups. So thank you for presenting it. And nice to have that aspect too. So we have two more projects, I think, but just one of them is here personally. For the other, we will present it, I guess. And that's Dialogue and Alliance, Cultivating Forgiveness. And Jean-François is here, so the floor is yours.
Yes, thank you very much. Can you hear me well?
Yes, we can hear you
Okay.
well.
Good, thank you very much. Yeah, I am very happy to be with you today. And especially, I want to congratulate the three winners because it's very impressive what they did. And I am very happy that I participated. We participated, even if we did not win. We learned a lot. It was a good stimulation for us to do better things. Our circle is called Dialogue and Alliance. I am working in France with the Universal Peace Federation, and we do a lot of interreligious work. Means especially we do a lot of translations. For example, a few years ago, we translated this big book. It's 900 pages about world scripture, a comparative anthology of sacred text. And when we finished, we created a website. I put already the address of the website. We put all the contents in the website so that everybody can get it. And after we got a lot of stimulation from Emina in Bosnia, who was she told us to see what others are doing in the English world. It's called scriptural reasoning. It's this meeting with people from different religions speaking about one topic based on their own text. Means we started slowly, but it was at the time of the COVID, and because we could not meet face to face, we started by Zoom. We did some meeting by Zoom, and after when the COVID finished, we continue by Zoom and by face to face. And we have connections normally. We do that one Sunday every time and every month, and we have around 15 nations participating, 15 to 20 French-speaking nations. And last year, for each year, we take a topic, overall topic. In the year 2024, the topic will be peace starts with me. And but we want to concentrate on the UN Peace Days. For example, last month, beginning of this month, we did one event for the Interfaith Harmony Week. Next month, we will do one event for the Women's Day, etc. We try to connect always with the UN Day. But I have to say that we are very grateful to URI for the stimulation, support, encouragement you give to us. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jean-François, for presenting and for your ongoing very steady work and sharing your seminars always and doing them hybrid and inviting everybody in. So that's another wonderful project. And now we have our last slide, and that's the Ukrainian Pagan Circle. And I think that no one from the group is there, neither Luna or Oraculum, who is the main person in her CC, nor Morgana, who submitted the application. But I think that Angelina will take over and present to you the project or the work that's been done.
Yes, sure. As I'm in contact with Aduruna or Luna, I will say a few words about this nomination, this Peace Prize for Surviving During the War in Russia. This application was submitted by Morgana, as Karima already mentioned, and because she acknowledged the role Aduruna played during the first months of the war, as very important and valuable for the spiritual survival of so many people, despite of their religions or beliefs. So Luna couldn't leave Odessa, so she set up a shrine for daily prayers for peace. This was her mission, her goal, and she achieved it. So she also helped fellow Ukrainians to escape during the first months, and during her own life. She served people several months, and then she successfully left Ukraine, but the application was submitted exactly for those months during which Aduruna spent for praying, for sacred rituals near Odessa. This was very dangerous for her, but she did it for people. Thank you.
Thank you, Angelina, and thank you to Luna, Oraculum, and Morgana for submitting this inspiring story. May peace prevail on earth, and may these efforts for peace, justice, and healing may have their effect and come true. So we've seen amazing projects. I trust that you feel as inspired as I feel. It's really so nice to get all these glimpses of work being done. And I propose that we give another round of visual applause or hearts for all the projects and for the entire community for the amazing work being done. So it's nice, as I said, to see the breadth and the width and everybody doing what people are moved to and what is necessary on location. So thank you for your ongoing work and for submitting and sharing with us and inspiring all of us. So we are pretty much on time as well. There is not much time now for asking questions. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to people. We are happy to make the connection if you want to collaborate or learn more. So that will be a pleasure for us to do it. Or if you have a particular interest, maybe we can do an extra webinar to go deeper into specific issues. So for now, we'll have a little bit more. And Alice is unmuting. Would you like to add something, Alice?
Oh, thanks, Karima. I just want to say I'm so inspired, and I really appreciate the important work that everybody is doing. It is so meaningful, and I really hope I have questions I could ask each person, and I won't, but I do encourage you to stay in touch with each other. If you have questions, reach out and ask them, because this is the way that we build the network, by inspiring each other and by learning from each other and thinking, how could I do that where I am? Or how can I support what I have just heard about? So big gratitude. It's Monday morning in California, and my heart is full and my brain is full with, and I have chills actually, with inspiration and good information and good examples. So thank you all for sharing, and keep up the good work. And to the staff, Karima, Leila, and Galina, do let us know, all of us, how we can be in touch with each other so we can follow up. It's important. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Alice, for that affirmation. And I will add another one just to reiterate, if you have people in your surroundings who you think that URI would be interesting for, or groups or organizations who may fit, you see, we're open, it's an open network. It could be interfaith, it can also be healing, it could be culture. So we are wanting to connect with people. So if you have anybody in your surroundings who feel might want to join or be interested, please connect them with us. Write that email and to the staff and let us know. We'll be so happy to meet them and then let the community grow and be inspired even more. So we'll want to give you the next few events, but before doing that, I trust that, yeah, I want your feedback. Appreciative, but also if you have things that should be changed. So I will start a quick poll. It's just 2 questions. Don't be afraid. It's very quick. And so you should see it on your screen now, and it'd be wonderful if you can please respond to it. You can also add any other comments. It's nice you answered the questions, but if you have something else you want to say, write it into the chat or write it into that poll. That's important for us to see what your opinion is and what your needs are. And that's good if we can read that later.
I don't see the poll.
We don't see it.
No,
Yet.
there is no poll.
Okay, so I don't know. I have started it. So I'm not sure. Maybe then write it into the chat. Interesting.
Now it's here.
It's here? Okay.
No, I have not
Where
seen
do I
it.
see it? I don't see it.
Can you see it now?
Yes, now I see it.
Okay, great. Interesting. Started it again. It says, please share one thing that inspired you in today's webinar, and how can you use your takeaway in your work? Or do you have questions? And anything else is also welcome, any feedback. Write it into the chat or into the poll. So we'll just take a short moment to fill that. And let me know, because I can't see it when you think people are more or less done, when it's not moving anymore. Okay. Is it fine to close it, or do you need more time? So I think I'm going to close it now. And if you have anything else, please write it into the chat. That's most welcome. Thank you for participating in this. So we have some more event announcements. I'd like to mention that we'll have from URI Europe a series of events, including the health approach to violence, which is an approach how you can turn hate speech and hatred into a more peaceful way to deal with each other. And that will be in person from the 1st to the 4th of March. And anybody is welcome to join. There will be events in Coventry, in Birmingham, in London. So if that happens to be, you might want to come, or you're by chance in England anyway, reach out to us 1st to 4th of March, very soon, in 3 weeks' time. There are these events in 5 places in the UK, and you're most welcome to join. And with that, I hand it over to Leila, I guess, for 2 webinar announcements.
Yeah, thank you very much. And once again, congratulations, everyone, and for all your inspiration. and everything that you are doing. Yeah, we are having some more activities happening in 2 days. We will have inspirational webinar on the influence of cultural diversity to the social economies together with Baraza. And our dear colleagues from Baraza and from URI Europe will be participating. I hope that all of you already receive information. If not, it will start hour later, basically in this time, on the same Zoom platform on Wednesday in 2 days, on the Valentine's Day. So if you don't have any special plans for that day, I'm sure it will be great to join us and to spread the love and inspiration and peace together. So you will receive more information, and I hope that you will register and join us. And on the 26th, we will share more information, but on the 26th of February, we will have launch of our resilience toolkit. That is work that has been done in collaboration between URI Europe and URI multi-region in the last year, where we found that resilience is very important when it comes to the facing all these problems and in the world that we are living now. And we would like to launch the toolkit with a positive practice, and some of you on this call already contribute, like Martin, Elizabeth, and others. And it will be great to hear, to see your contribution and to launch this toolkit. It will be happening in 5 p.m. CET on the 26th, but more information and link for registration will be coming to your inboxes in a few days, inshallah. And of course, in the meantime, take a look at the newsletter of URI Global at our website, our social media, and mailing list. Sometimes we are sharing a lot of information, but we hope that you will be able to join us on some of these events. And if you have anything that you would like to invite community to join to, or some stories that you would like to share on our website or social media, please feel free to contact us, and we will be more than happy to give you space so that you can share and inspire more people. So thank you again from my side, and maybe Angelina would like to add a few final words before we are closing.
Yes, I just want to add congratulations to all and thank you for sharing this hour with us. It was such a great pleasure and honor to have you here. And wishing you a nice evening and looking forward to see you on our next webinar or some other event.
Thank you for taking the time. Such a blessing to see you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you all. Take
Bye.
care.
Thank you. God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Take good care.
God bless
Bye.
you. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Well.
Blessings
Bye,
to all.
bye.
Bye bye.
Thank